welcome to Pagan Crafting. I'm your host, Cara. Today we're going to make gratitude leaves, and while we're doing that, I'm going to go over 30 things a witch or pagan might be grateful for during autumn. Join me today as we get some PDF downloads, craft along with me, paint, color, anything you'd like, and let's make some gratitude leaves. Okay, today we're just going to jump right in. We're going to start off with the PDF downloads. These you can be able to craft and paint along with me today if you would like to download these. Now these are going to be available on Pagan Crafting Patreon as a paid member, and as well as single downloads on my Etsy store as always. These ones you'll be able to print out on just normal cardstock. You can watercolor them, acrylic, anything from crayon to felt markers, pencil crayons, water pencil crayons, it'll work out perfectly. Printing off with your normal printer paper is not going to bleed the colors. I chose watercolor today. I have a unique palette I have in mind. So gratitude leaves. What are you grateful for during autumn? What are you grateful for during the day? Now, why would you want to make some gratitude leaves? So different reasons why you might want to make gratitude leaves. You could possibly just need some glimmer moments. Maybe you're having a rough day and you want to reach inside your little gratitude box and you pull out some gratitude leaves and you can read out what you had previously written one day, what you were grateful for. This is a mental health, healthy, beautiful reminder of what rocks, what glimmer. These are called glimmer moments, gratitude moments. So I've chosen to make some gratitude leaves. Since it's fall and the leaves are falling, it's a time to let go, it's a time to release, it's a time to be thankful of your bounty, your harvest, your year's harvest. The Celtic New Year is coming up with Samhain. It's a time to be grateful. And making little gratitude leaves, you could use them in so many different places. You could use them in a journal. You could use them in your purse, your back pocket, in your wallet. You can put them in a mojo bag, a spell bag. You can leave them all over the house for people to find. You can make a little gratitude box, which I'm going to do here later on, you'll see in this video. And that way, if I'm having, like I said earlier, I'm just having a rough day, or if I just feel like pulling out just like a gratitude moment, and it's just a wonderful reminder of what I'm grateful for. So before I continue on any further, I would like to shout out a channel. Now this lady here, she's a Finnish art journal creator. This is Valiga Journals. She created this video on gratitude leaves for her fall journaling, and I thought, wow, that's really cool. How can I use that for make it pagan, make it witchy? And I thought, you know what, mojo bags, we can rock with it. Spell bags, put what you're gratitude for, even manifestations in your wallet, in your purse, in your backpack. Bring it with you in your pocket. I love the idea of the spell bags, actually. You can also spend so much time and energy into the art of creating the colors and blending them together. Throw down some intention when you're painting with your watercolor. Use moon water when you're changing your colors. Different waters, if you collect each phase, as you know, has different intentions. So use different moon waters for different intentions. Now what you could also do is you can smudge your paints. You can smudge your creative outlets that you use, your tools that you're using, whether it's Crayola or felt pens, whatever you'd like. Give them a little smudge, maybe before, maybe after. Give them a little cleanse. Throw down some some cleansing, some clarity into your work, some focus into your work. And now if you want to use some water, you could also, because of now you build up so much intention, so much creation, so much art, magic has gone into your leaves. Now what can you do that with water? Maybe you can disintegrate it all in water, let it dissolve overnight. Let all that hard work as an offering create something really cool for maybe for Hecate, your deities, your gods, your goddesses, your creators, or just something to give to the universe as in thanks. You can burn these leaves afterwards and release it up into the universe. There's so many different ways you could use the elements too. You can use air, go to a cliff and release everything that you're grateful for. Maybe you want to bury these leaves in the earth and let the earth decompose the plants and decompose your creative leaves that you have presented to the earth. Like this is, I'm just like visualizing all these different things you could do with a gratitude leaf. These are so much fun on so many levels. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a little gratitude box so I can check it out and read them anytime I'd like. But I think going off into the forest and releasing them into the wind would be pretty cool too. And then whoever finds them might just make their day. Now, we've gone over different things we can be grateful for as a pagan, as a witch. Now, what about something we can be grateful for during autumn as a pagan or as a witch? I'd like to go over a few ideas with you, but I'd like you to visualize first, if you could, what are you grateful for? What would you put on your gratitude leaves? Your family, love, your hands for creation. What are you absolutely grateful for? Think about that now for me and write down in the comments below what you're grateful for. Now that I have 5 pages painted, what should we do next? Now, I started coloring so precise and in the lines, and then I realized, oh yeah, I'm going to be cutting these out. So I actually colored outside the lines, and it was quite freeing. And I found it was a little easier to blend some of the leaves as well. So don't worry about coloring outside the lines, just get the paint on there, have some fun. This did take me a couple hours to paint, and I just enjoyed myself and listened to some tunes. Now this one here is just the simple outline of the leaves, and I dropped in some rubbing alcohol and some alcohol ink, same as this page. This is just photo quality paper and some Kai Glossy. Dropped in some ink, spread it around with my heat tool. You could also draw on leaves and cut them out. You can stamp on the leaves and cut them out. Now I'm going to fussy cut out each one of these leaves one at a time, and as I'm doing it again, I'm going to throw down some intention. So as I am fussy cutting these out, what am I grateful for? What am I happy for? I'm going to be putting in the vibration of the feeling. So the reason why I'm thinking the whole time what I'm grateful for, it changes my energy and it puts that energy into my art piece. Now they're all cut out, and I'm so happy with all these colors. Each one blends into another. Each one is a part of another. I love, love, love bold colors. These colors have made me so happy to paint. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Now, I think you would have a blast painting these designs. I surely did. I found it easier than having to hand draw. And just to paint right on the paper was just easier that way. And then you cut it out and it's done. I'm going to grab some Distress Oxide here, some deep espresso color. I feel the edges just need a bit more. I don't want to see the white. So first I was just going to ink around to see the black come out. And then I wound up adding a lot more. I like it. It just gave that little bit extra pop that it needed. And it took me a while because I wound up painting a lot of leaves. But I have plans. So I'm just going to flip them upside down as I do each one so I know which one I've done. And I'm just going to go around each one here and look at that. It just a little bit more and it pops it out. That's all it needed. And I'm just going to blend a touch more. I like it. Let's see what it looks like on the green now. You know what? I think that's just what it needs. I love how it's just a bit on the stem. It's got a bit of a Tim Burton flavor, these ones, if you will. I'm a bit of a bohemian, yet at the same time, I love my Tim Burton style. So there's a bit of an influence going on here. Grabbing some white gel pens or some white ink pens. You could use a watercolor, or you could use like an oil-based as well, would work out really well too. I just grabbed these felt pens here off of Temu, and I grabbed the gel pens from Michael's craft store. So now you can go into each leaf again and bring out some more designs. Add some curly cues, some little vine work. You can write in names and letters. You can write in sigils on top of these leaves. Maybe you'd like to add some witches runes or some Fulthark runes. And just have fun, and you can enhance some of the dots that were already there, bring them back out if you painted over them accidentally. Or you can just add some more dot work or some like incisions. You can add some more triangles, anything you'd like. Circle little things out. Okay, what are we going to do next? After I have found that most of my dots have kind of reoriented or popped them back out, some of them I've added more dot work and I'm happy with it. So next what we're going to do is we're going to go over 30 things a pagan may be grateful for during autumn. So let's look at a few of them. So number 1, I'm going to choose the changing seasons. Celebrating the balance between light and dark as the days shorten. I love this time of year. It's when my daughter was born. She was born during the equinox. Crisp autumn air is one of her favorite things. The cool, refreshing breeze that invigorates the spirit. And of course, falling leaves, nature's beauty as trees shed their vibrant leaves in preparation for winter. What could you do to prepare yourself for winter? Harvest festivals, celebrations like Mabon, giving thanks for the bounty of the earth. Rich harvest foods, apples, pumpkins, squash, and other seasonal produce. I like to do pickling, so cucumbers are very important this time of the year, as well as carrots and beans for pickling. The harvest full moon. The full moon closest to the autumn equinox, symbolizing abundance. Now looking for another one for the next one here. And the next one is warm spices. comforting scents of cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and sage. Bonfires, connecting with the element fire and offering warmth and light. Reflection and balance. Autumn marks a time for introspection and finding balance within. Connection to ancestors. The thinning of the veil as Samhain approaches, making it easier to honor and connect with ancestors. Autumn rituals. Performing seasonal rituals, spell work, and meditations in tune with the changing energies. Longer nights, a time to embrace rest, dream work, and personal magic during the darkening evenings. Seasonal crafting, making charms, wreaths, or potions using autumnal materials. The spirit of letting go, just trees letting go of their leaves as autumn invites us to release what no longer serves us. Earth's abundance, the gifts of earths in fruits, nuts, grains, and herbs. Our next one is connection with nature. Being mindful of the earth's cycles and how they affect our personal energy. Baking and cooking. Engaging in kitchen witchery through cooking hearty seasonal meals. Autumn colors. The fiery reds, oranges, and golds that dominate the landscape. Animal totems. Watching animals like crows, foxes, and deers whose energy carry symbolic meaning during this season. The quieting of the land. As nature slows down, as it encourages us to find peace in stillness. Seasonal scents. The aroma of burning leaves, wood smoke, and damp earth and mushroom vines. Protection spells. Using autumn season to cast spells of protection for the coming winter months. Gathering with loved ones, enjoying a warmth of friendship and family before the cold sets in. Wild mushrooms, my favorite. A seasonal reminder of nature's magic and connection to the unseen realms. Herbal harvest, collecting the last summer herbs in store for winter in use of teas, incense, and spells. Samhain preparations, preparing for the pagan New Year, celebrating cycles of death and rebirth. Autumnal rain, refreshing rains that cleanse and purify the earth, symbolic of the inner cleansing. Seasonal symbols, pumpkins, acorns, pine cones, and gourds, which carry protective and grounding energies. Deeper meditation. The slowing pace of autumn invites of a more profound spiritual practice and contemplation. And our last one, inner transformation. The autumn is a time of personal evolution, aligning with the natural cycle of life, death, and rebirth. These elements celebrate both the physical and spiritual bounty of autumn, offering a deep connection to nature and its cycles. I'm curious of how many I painted and created, so I'm doing a quick count and I want to be 92. So I think I need to paint 8 more to make it 100. If you made it this far in the video, throw me down a leaf emoji if you think I should paint 8 more to make an even 100. Now this is my gratitude box I did with some of the extra leaves. I have Mod Podge on top, and then I did a clear coat again of matte finish Mod Podge. I'm going to be painting the rest of the box black, I believe, with the leaves, or I'm going to leave it bare. I'm not quite sure. So these are the rest of the ones I have to write more of my gratitude and glimmer moments, so I can refer back to this box at any time. So for now, I think what I'll do is I'll keep them separated. I'm going to use a nice, gorgeous mandarin orange for the fall colors to keep these separated for the ones that are blank that I can add to for another day. Now just going through some of these, I'm excited. This has made me so happy to go through these all and make them with you. Thank you so very much for joining me today, and I wish you an absolutely grateful, wonderful week ahead of you, and have yourself an absolutely magical day.